and bring you your dream life. And today I really want to talk about how Moldavite can really help you to heal. And this is something I've talked about a lot in my past videos or recent videos. And I believe that Moldavite will basically work with your energies, and any of those energies which are negative, anything that you're hiding away from, running away from, that you know needs to be dealt with deep down, it's going to get brought to the surface. And it might not be in a way you like, but it's there to help you. It's there to help you heal. If you deal with it, you can release. You can release trapped trauma, change negative patterns and behaviors and cycles and patterns, thought patterns, which are holding you back, which are limiting beliefs and limiting behaviors. And then you're basically creating a new you, a higher vibration you, and then you can go on to really manifest strongly, because the Moldavite will then enhance those manifestations which are coming from a better place. Before I go on, this is beautiful Lombok behind me, which is one of the islands of Indonesia. I live in Bali now, which is a neighbouring island, and yeah, it's nice to be able to get a nice view in the background for you to show that anyone can create a fantastic life. Maybe this isn't the life you're looking for, but I know a lot of you out there will be. And just to know that 18 months ago, I was living at home with anxiety, with my parents. I had no job, no money, no friends, rarely left the house. And now I'm coming to places like this on a regular basis and able to shoot this video from magnificent places like this. So things can happen very, very quickly. And I'll tell you this much, Moldavite can help them happen even quicker. And I know this because I've had 3 pieces. This is my 3rd Moldavite piece. I'm carrying on from my last video. Let me just get it in closer there, see if you can just see that. It's not that clear, but yeah. It's a really nice piece, and I believe this one, what it's done for me is it's helped me heal, and it's helped me, my intuition, to grow very, very strong. And I believe that there are the 2 things that this particular piece has drawn to me over the past couple of months. And in my previous video, I talk a lot about that intuition and how it's increased. In this one, I want to talk a little bit more about how I've healed, and past videos I've done go more in depth on my healing, in particular how the meditations that I use to try and heal. But I think what I've really learned since I've come to Bali, and to Ubud, the town in Bali where I live in particular, is the type of healing that I've needed to go through. Now, I've been trying to heal for the last couple of years since I've been on a path of kind of awakening and self-development. And I was always told, whenever I went to see a specific healer, whether that be for Reiki or some sort of energy healer in the past, I've seen a few, and they're telling me that I need to cry, that I need to let go, that I need to release. And I actually didn't believe them. And I kept saying in every session, but I don't feel like crying. And I feel like a lot of the trauma that I've been through in the past, I've kind of let go of it, and I'm okay with that, you know. And for those of you who don't know, I went through a period of many years of anxiety. It was triggered by a physical assault. And during that physical assault, I felt there was a point where I could die. So, you know, it was a lot to go through, and the anxiety after that really left me suicidal at one point. And fast forward to now, that trauma I believed I didn't have a problem with anymore, and I didn't need to cry and release, but yet these healers kept telling me I did, and I just wouldn't in their sessions. And then I came across a hypnotist called Marissa Peer, and did some of her hypnotherapy online, and I cried like a baby. And I now realised there is some stuff down here that I don't even realise. And I think with a lot of us, there's a lot of subconscious stuff going on in the background that we don't understand. And there may be old traumas that we've from our childhood that we have blocked out so much that we don't think they're there anymore. Until we go delving really deep on these things, we're never going to dredge them up so that we can deal with them. And I believe that's what Moldavite does. And I think what that's done is there's some more stuff. I'm not necessarily to do with the assault, by the way, but with other things that have happened in my life that I needed to deal with. And I basically, when I got to Ubud, and got this Moldavite piece, stuff started to happen, and stuff, I believe I was drawn towards certain things, and I was able to they brought up certain things that needed dealing with anyway. So one of the things that I tried, and I never tried before, was breathwork. And I basically went to do a class that a friend told me about, and said it was transformative for her. So I went and did it, and it was just basic breathing, really. It was just really, I'll show you, it was just, but in through the mouth and out through the mouth. And really simple. And I would do that for, well, it was in a class, I did that for an hour. And after about 20 minutes or so, I started to feel a bit weird. And it was uncomfortable. I started to get tingling sensations, and it felt like I was vibrating at a very high level. And I didn't know what was going to happen. It felt like something weird was going to happen. And they tell you beforehand that some people experience paralysis, some people, their arms move into strange positions, and others start crying, others start uncontrollable laughter. So I didn't know what was coming. It kind of scared me, freaked me out. And I didn't get any further than that. I felt there was a block, like a wall, a ceiling, and I didn't go past that. So I felt that I would go and do it. I didn't want to make a fool of myself in front of the class, but if I went home and did it by myself, I might be able to push through that ceiling. And so that's what I did. Went home, did the same breathing on my own. There's music, by the way, playing in this, but I played my own music when I got home while I was doing this breathing. And I got to that point again and felt like I was, it was uncomfortable again. But this time I just felt, there's no one else here, Tim. Just relax, just let go, just surrender. And as soon as I did that, an amazing feeling happened. One of the most incredible experiences of my life, where I felt pure bliss come through me. And I guess you could call it pure love if you like, but I went through these waves up and down, and it got intensified and then dipped again, but it was always blissful. It lasted, when I came out of it, I looked at my watch and it'd been 2 hours. It didn't feel anywhere near that much, felt like half that time. So, it was just such an amazing experience. And I don't know exactly how it happened or why, whether it's something to do with the breathing and the oxygen gets to different parts of your body that it doesn't normally, or whether it is connection with something higher that comes through you. I don't know. All I know is it was blissful and it was magnificent, and whether it's healing me or not, I don't know. I feel it has done, because since then, I would say I feel my intuition getting stronger, but it was already getting stronger, perhaps even more so. And I feel people are reacting differently towards me again, in that I noticed that a lot more women are smiling at me. And it's almost like my vibration has gone up a level. That's how I feel. Like my vibration has gone up a level, and I feel more confident, more, I'm bounding around the place now, bouncing around with a lot of lightness. And I kind of felt that way at the start of the year when I'd gone through a lot of healing, and then I kind of dipped again for a few months when I went through a few struggles. And now it's come back again, and I think the breathwork had a lot to do with it. But I wanted to share that experience because it might be something that can help you. But I believe the Moldavite is at the heart of all this, and I believe the Moldavite brings you where you need to be to go through that healing. And I needed to come to Bali. I needed to come to Ubud specifically, and I needed to go through this breathwork and do further work on myself to kind of release stuff that was happening on a subconscious level that I thought was really affecting me still, and clearly was, And so again, for me, it's all about surrendering, and that was the big thing for me, because all these healers had said to me, I need to release. But actually, I had been releasing because I'd been crying at these Marissa Peer hypnosis things and a few other energy healers as well. But what I actually needed to do, I realized, was I actually needed to surrender and let in. Not necessarily release, but to let love in and to let go and surrender. And that was the key for me. It actually flipped a switch in me after that breathwork session. And all of a sudden it just made sense. Yes, my problem wasn't that I couldn't release or that I needed to release necessarily. I needed to allow and surrender and let in whatever this power is out there. But I believe it's love, and it's something that I've struggled with in my life, kind of getting close to people, particularly friends. And that's why I've struggled. I've been on my own a lot because my problem hasn't been making friends, it's been keeping them. That's because I push them away. And I need to learn to surrender. And that's what I'm doing now. And it's still part of my journey. It's still something I'm working on. And actually one of the reasons why I'm here, you can see in the background, this is actually the island of Lombok, Indonesia. It's next door to Bali, where I live. I've come here with a few friends, so I've met new friends who live out here. And as part of my journey, I know I have to let these people in, because the old me would have pushed them away and stayed indoors and let the anxiety rule me. And because I felt a lack of self-worth. And that's my journey. It's learning to surrender and realize that people do like me and will allow me into their lives and want to give me love and not to push it away. And that's my thing, you know. And yeah, it's slightly different with love relationships, which is interesting. But I'm going to talk about that in my next video, in another video. Because love relationships, I act a little bit differently. There's a different sort of healing I need to go through there, actually. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this breath work and healing and surrendering. And for me, surrendering is something that a lot of people need to do in life. Just let go and allow what the abundance that the universe is always trying to bring to you to come to you. And that's where magic will happen, you know. Not just with friendships, with anything to do with the law of attraction as well. If you surrender to the outcome, if you just surrender and allow life to flow, the universe will bring you everything you need. And that's all I want to say today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed what you hear. Share it with other people. And let's get this word out there that we can create our reality. We can create our dream lives. And this baby can really help as well. Come and follow me on Instagram at timothy.phoenix. Don't forget the dot. And my book is out now, The Law of Attraction Bullshit Free Guide. It's on Amazon. You can download it using the Kindle app, which is free. That's all for now. Hasta luego.